GTO on the go in VR. Hello there everybody and welcome to OpenFed Gaming. You're driving shotgun with the OpenFed. We're in the 1984 Ferrari GTO and we're driving it in the Ferrari Circuit Challenge on one of my favorite tracks, the Dragon Trail Seaside. An absolutely gorgeous track. We're doing 5 laps. We started 16th of 16 cars and we started with a rolling start. Now these laps are going to take a little while. They're not too short, but the cars are really spread out along the track, meaning that the cars in the front are a long ways away from us and we got to really work to catch up to them. We got 15 cars we got to pass and they're all Ferraris. Some of them can really move and some of them are not quite as good. Now the one we're driving, the Ferrari GTO, is absolutely amazing. It looks gorgeous on the inside. It sticks to the track like it's got crazy glue on the wheels. It handles fantastic. It's got lots of power, even though it's powered the same or less than some of the other cars on the track. And it's just an absolute joy to drive. And a Ferrari should be red. Well, it can be different colors, but I like the red color in my Ferrari. And I love the graphics. And you look at the chopper overhead, that just looks fantastic. As we're ripping through at the lakeside part of the track, and we're coming around the corner here and going through a little tunnel, up around the bend on top, and we'll have the first lap done. Like I said, they're not short, but they're not that long either when you're driving at this kind of speed. So you have to keep that in mind. You cannot sit back. Like I said, the cars are spread out enough that you can just keep ripping and look at how far the next one is. And we're not even halfway through the pack yet. So no strategy, no plan, no game plan. Just get in there, drive the track the way it's supposed to, and try to squeeze by all these cars to get to the front. It's an easier thing said than done, but what a gorgeous race. Boy, I tell you, the Ferrari is one of my favorite cars to drive. I like them, and the muscle cars of the 70s and 80s are awesome. But this is a fantastic car to drive. Now as we're coming up along here, some of the best ways to pass these guys is along the outside. We've got lots of throttle, lots of power. What becomes a difficult or a little bit of a problem is when they block you out like this. You see, he comes across in front of you and then there's 3 of them and you just, it's a little tight. Well, we can get by there. But this yellow one and red one in front of us here, they really like to block you out. And when you sit behind somebody like that and they go a little bit slower than the lead pack of the cars, what ends up happening is the spread between the lead car and you gets bigger and bigger and bigger. We can't afford to have that happen, so when we're stuck behind a couple of cars, we got to try and get past them as quickly as possible so we can keep increasing bettering our position in the race. Not always easy to do either, but we're going to do our best. As we come around the corner here, there's a little bit of room where we can actually get by if they, well, and then they block you out. He couldn't go fast enough, so he had to move back in. That's okay. We got past a couple of them as we're finishing our 2nd lap already. So like I said, you know, it doesn't take long for half the race to be gone, right? And every time you get by one, the next one is not right in front of you. It's a little ways away, which is actually kind of cool because now you can just step on it. Use the full width of the track, you know, cut from side to side to keep from having to slow down too much around the corners and try and catch up to that next one, which when you get to a corner, that's when they will slow down more than anywhere else. They usually go pretty good in the straight sections or even, you know, where the road bends a little bit, but the minute you come to a corner like this, they slow right down and you just wait. Come around this corner and look at, we can end up taking both of them, which would have been a lot more difficult if you would have tried to do that on the straight section. Anyhow, we got them behind us and we can see another one way up ahead there, little red Ferrari. And we got to try and catch up to him now because pretty soon the third lap is going to be done, and the race is quickly evaporating before our eyes, and we're still not anywhere near the front of the pack. So all we can do is just keep going as we come up around the corner here and ripping by the seaside part of the track. I get a kick out of that chopper. I don't know what it is, but every time I see it, I just think it's awesome. Just good thing it doesn't come down and drop right on the roof of my Ferrari. And as we're coming by here, we're going to see if we can rip by him through the tunnel. And that'll be our third lap gone. Wow, I tell you, it sure goes by quickly when you're racing at these speeds. You come up around the corner here, and that's when we'll see the grandstand. Now I'm not sure how many more cars are left in front of me, because like usual I can keep track of the laps, but then I forget about the cars. So you're gonna have to kind of count along with me when you're watching the race and see how many I pick off as I go along. Anyhow, we're in the fourth lap. We know we're not in first place because we can see somebody in front of us. And we're going to try and catch up to him right over there. Oh, we just went around the corner. Now he might be pretty close to the lead if, oh, got a little excited that there was a car in front of us and drove off the track. But we recouped real quick. Sometimes if you take your foot off the throttle, when you, oh, there's two cars in front of you. When you take your foot off the throttle when you drive off the track and turn the steering wheel, sometimes you can get back on the track quick enough and you don't lose a lot of speed or time. So keep that in mind. So now we know we're in third place at the worst or best. There's a guy right down at the bottom corner, and I do believe he's a lead car. So we got to get past this yellow one. The yellow Ferrari right in front of us, and we're going to try and rip by him here, but he's blocking us out just enough that we can't squeeze by him. Okay, well, we will sit behind him until we get through here. There's no point in trying to pass him here. And then over here where the tunnel is, we'll try and rip by him, and then we have a little bit more room, you know, and he can't block you out. Okay, so now we're down to the last car to pass. He's right up there. I believe he is the leader at the moment. But we're coming around to the grandstand here, and we got one lap, I believe, one lap left to go. So there's no fooling around now. Put that hammer down. Let's catch up to this guy and get in front of him, because this last lap is going to evaporate real quick. As we're coming up behind him here, well, he slows down pretty good in the corners. That really helps us out. It's good for us, bad for him. What a wonderful race. Boy, I tell you, when you're ripping along in this Ferrari, going around the corners, I'm sure that if you really hammered it, you'd spin out as we're sliding by this last Ferrari. But if you play the game and drive the car with a little bit of common sense, spinning out with this particular vehicle is really difficult to do, because he really sticks to the road nice and he really flows through the corners just beautiful. It's a really awesome car to drive and an awesome race. Great track. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, give us a thumbs up in the section down below. And if you'd like to see more of these kinds of races, or if you're looking forward to some more good ones coming up, we are having some good ones coming up, then hit that subscribe button. Stay with the OpaFed Gaming and enjoy your time watching some racing in Gran Turismo, Grid Legends, or other race games. Anyhow, we had a great time racing this one, and I hope you did too. Hope to see you back real soon. You've been racing with the OpaFed.